Hey everyone, Harry here to talk about the putative presidential candidate of the United States publishing an image of the current president and his rival hogtied in the back of a pickup truck. Let's start here. Trump has done very incendiary kinds of graphics before, but has denied them. This is, as incendiary as it gets. I mean, it's not simply a depiction of terrible violence against the president of the United States, but it's meant to be sort of humiliating, I think, in a way that plays to the most base instincts of his supporters, some zeal for trying to just punish and bring down and humiliate the other side. That's what he sort of represents. The annals of presidential campaigns have been wild and woolly. The 19th century used to have amazing cartoons and stuff. I just can't. I'd be very interested if anyone has ever done anything so disgusting. And Trump, doesn't try to hide it. It's really ironic that he'll suggest, for example, he felt justified in going after Judge Merchan's daughter because he thought there was falsely that they posted a picture of him behind jail bars. Next to that, the president of the United States hogtied in a pickup truck. It's grotesque, and so this is the least of the problems with Trump, but I often come back to them as the sort of most kind of descriptive. He's just such a low class guy. He is just, no wonder he's reviled in the New York world and he's never could get the, respect he thought he needed. He's just, complete bottom of the dumpster trash. But there's a lot of suggestion that this is going to maybe get him in trouble because it's a crime to threaten the president. And indeed, it is a crime to threaten the president. You've had people on TV saying, some of my colleagues saying stuff like, well, a condition of release, which he's under, is that you not commit crimes, and here's a crime. So for this alone, you could yank him, put him in jail, etc. I think it's a little bit trickier than that. The statute does say you cannot threaten to kill or to kidnap or to inflict bodily harm on a president. And this sure is a depiction of that being done. But, the statute itself is already a kind of greater pressure against the First Amendment. It's fine to say, I wish Trump would die or anything like, that's political speech. And that statute then makes it a special crime to threaten. It's situations where if you did it to another person, it wouldn't be a threat. And, it's been sustained, but it does have a strong sort of First Amendment counterweight on the other side. And it is a vile, disgusting image. It may be one that incites. I think it will prompt, because this is what the Secret Service does, I think it will prompt a visit, perhaps to Trump himself or whoever administers Truth Social. I certainly know of milder instances of hostility expressed toward a president that have gotten the Secret Service all over the person who did it. But given the First Amendment interests here that are the filter for considering this, the question, is this a threat to kill, kidnap, or seriously harm Biden? I don't think it quite cuts it. It's a depiction of it. It's a kind of coy, sort of cunning inside joke, if you want to call it a joke, of wouldn't this be great? But, a threat is is much more, everyone that I'm aware of under this statute that's been upheld, that's been prosecuted, is much more blatant, much more, incitement to do exactly these things, versus the depiction there. And I don't know if he ran it, by First Amendment lawyers, or it's just his own low-class instincts and the like, but I personally do not see this rising to the level of a crime. It's disgusting. It should completely alienate the polity. It's such a crass and vivid example of the debased nature of our politics, brought on exactly by one Donald Trump. Threat that qualifies under the statute with its special sort of First Amendment interest underneath. Seems like a stretch to me. So a political issue, there's a sort of strategic question for like Biden and the campaign. You can make a big deal of this, and, in general, is this who you would like to be our next president? Or you could ignore it or brush it off, but it would be, I think, wrong and get out over their skis for, to make a big claim that he has threatened Biden's life, even though fully capable of it. And Mike Pence could tell us that. And, politically vile, disgusting, et cetera, et cetera. Threat, maybe not so much. So we'll see what happens. In general, he always doubles down till he's stopped. What happens next? Hogtied with and masks and whatever. But it's just Trump being Trump. Trump, by being Trump, has broken the law plenty. This one probably not, but it just shows his true and vile colors. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.